Hi, I'm Pete Brown from Clevertouch. I'm here today in the Livingston showroom. I'd like to give you a quick tour and just show you what we have in here. Clevertouch have been making interactive displays for 15 years now. So what we've done is we've actually got interactive displays on this side of the showroom. I'm going to show you the other part of the showroom in a second. But in here we have, this is a Lux, for example. What we've found is a lot of people have in their meeting rooms a projector, a display. And all you can pretty much do is look at that. With this, you can do a lot more with it. So I can go into, for example, a whiteboard, and I could be drawing on a whiteboard. I could go into a document, and I could do the same. I could be drawing on that document and doing whatever I want from there. I could even capture that information and then stick that into that same whiteboard session I had a second ago. And so I'm gathering information from all over the place. So it's making it more engaging for people. There's more things happening there. What we've done with this panel, though, is with this new one, we have just had a partnership with Google. So we've now a license to put the Play Store onto the panel. So within here, you can put different applications on that are relevant to your market sector. You can put on things that an architect would want, an oil company, for example, would want on there. And you can customize it for yourself. What we've found, though, is a lot of people are saying to us, I love that. Some people are saying, well, we don't want that. We've maybe got 20 meeting rooms. We want them to be all consistent. So what you can do with this is you can actually change the whole interface of the panel. So it doesn't have to look like that. It could look like something like this. So with this one here, for example, we've only got a handful of apps on the screen, and that's locked down. You can't get into that and change that. And even if you go into the settings cog, it's got password protection in there. So it's fully designed that way for you. So with this technology, we have infrared signals going around the glass. When you break the beam, that's how you draw on the screen. We've just got a brand new panel out. This is like a pro version of this. This one does loads. It's got the store, as I said before. This has exactly the same. The Play Store's there. It's got the full license agreement, all these different things. But it's got a few more things. What I was saying before, that's got infrared going around the outside of the glass. This has got sensors behind the glass, so it's more sensitive. So what I can do is I can go into there, and I could be drawing thin or thick, and it will just actually see pressure sensitivity on the panel. What I've also got, which is different to this one, all the screens have a microphone built in there. They've all got speakers in there. They've got up to 60 watts of speakers built in there. But we've also added a camera. So we've got a camera in this one. So straight away, you can make a video call from the panel without having to add anything onto it at all. We've also added a couple of other things as well. For example, in the toolbar here, you'll see we've got lots of features and buttons and whatever else. What we've done is we've taken a lot of these fast using buttons and put them on the screen there. And so they've been embossed onto the glass here. So straight away, I can press the home button, takes me back to the start. I can go back into the whiteboard straight from there. I could press this button here that shows everything that's active on the screen. So I can see everything that's there and I can jump back and forward into what I want to go into. I've even got a back button I can press that takes me back to wherever I was before. The middle button on here, though, is different. This one here, you can program it to do whatever you want it to do. So it could launch a Teams call. It could be an end of meeting button that deletes everything from the screen. It could be anything at all. But there's a drop-down menu in the settings that allows you to choose what you want to go with there. We've also got, within the panel, we have an application you can actually put on your laptop, and you can wirelessly cast the screen. All those screens have the same thing. It's called CleverShare. With that, your laptop or your Mac or your iPad or your phone has to be on the same network as the screen, and you can cast to the screen, typing that six-digit number into the app. What we've got with this panel, though, is additional to that, we have a dongle. Now, the dongle is different because it doesn't have to be on the same network. So it's got a USB-C connector in there. I plug it into my laptop. After a few seconds, the light stops flashing and it connects to the screen by pressing the button. It doesn't use any network. It uses a hotspot in the panel, so it could be great for guests, for example. So that's a few things to show the panels. What I would say is I'd encourage to come along to the showroom to see a demonstration so we show the full features of the panel. One thing, though, in the panels we also have CleverLive. CleverLive is our digital signage. So within all the panels, again, have that built into there. And digital signage is becoming massive for us as a company. So this is just showing a video, but you could have company information. You could have bits about the Wi-Fi code, anything you want on there, you could have on the screen. When you're finished using that, go into there, you're back into the interface of the panel again. So what we've done with here, in this showroom, it's actually split into two parts. So across here, as I showed a second ago, we've got all the interactive displays. Across this side though, we've got all the non-interactive displays and the digital signage. So over here, we have this non-interactive here. This is a general display, no touch on there. We have within the range of the displays on the commercial displays from 43 up to 98 inch. And these can be both portrait, and we've got a landscape one over there as well. So you can do it like that. Within here, we have digital signs. We've got a little box in the back that does all this thing for you. So you can have basic stuff like that, like posters, or what we can also do is we can make something that's non-interactive into interactive. So within here, we have QR codes on the panel. Now, QR codes are great because you can get information from their documents, whatever else. This is an active one. So we've got one on every single page this goes onto. So if I get my camera out here, I can go up to the QR code, I can scan that. So now I've scanned the QR code, I have buttons on my phone actually. What I can do with that is I can now control this non-interactive screen. So I can press a button there and I can do something. This doesn't have to be on any network. This could be on my 4G, 5G, whatever it's going to be. And I can press buttons. And what it'll do is it'll just play something onto the screen. So what we've done with this also is after a set period, I think I've got 30 seconds on here. After a set period, it's going to go to either a website or to a document. We've actually got it going to the document for CleverLive itself. So there you go. It's now gone to that document and I can actually show whatever, get information from there. So one thing we can also do with this, say for instance you've not got a phone that day, or you've not got the kind of phone that can do a QR code, for example. We have also buttons that you can put, or the same thing can happen on a touch screen at the side of the screen. So you've got here the same buttons I showed before. They're exactly the same things, but it's set on a little touch panel at the side doing that kind of thing. So that's me making something that's non-interactive interactive. But now, if I go across to here, I'll show you, we've actually got another screen over here. This one here is just showing conventional signage, what people expect of signage. So it's got Sky News happening, it's got news feeds, it's got whatever, it's information about the company, that kind of thing. So you can do that. This is the little box we use for the signage. So this goes behind the screen. It's got Ethernet, it's got Wi-Fi, it's got HDMI. You plug into your screen, and away you go, you've got signage. So that's quite simple to use. After that, we've got more products which come within the CleverLive range. We've got, for example, this big LED wall. This one's a 120-inch LED wall. We do sizes from 120 up to 299-inch, and lots of sizes in between. This is a complete unit, so this is an all-in-one system. So it comes with all the bracketry, it's got its own operating system, it's fully enclosed. It's also got its own speakers within there. It's got two 30-watt speakers, and it's also got the inputs in there. We're finding other people making this kind of technology. You've got to buy all these bits separately. This is one big combined unit. On top of that, we've also got room booking. So we have this room booking panel on the wall here. This will talk to Office 365 or Exchange, and also Google now as well. So if you've got a calendar, you want to book the room, you book it from your calendar, and then what you can do is you can actually show the information on here. So it'll show the meetings being booked on there. So what I can also do is I can book the room from here. So it's got a green light on the side showing the room's available. When you book it, it goes red. And then what I can do is I can actually see the calendar. So it gets rid of the argument. If you walk into a room, have a meeting, and someone pops their head around and says, I've booked that room, you can say, no, you've not. On there, it says, I've booked the room. So if I get there early, I can claim the room as well. And when I leave the room, I can actually press a button and then say I've booked the room for an hour, I'm in there for 15 minutes, I can claim it and then goes back to the calendar and says it's available. One last thing we have in the main showroom is the totem. This is the latest addition to the showroom. If, for example, you have signage as we've shown before and you've not got a wall to put it on, or you want to put signage in there, you can use the totem. So the totem's freestanding. So that could be great positioned within a reception area, for example, showing the same kind of signage we were talking about before. It's very thin, this thing. It's such a great panel. We're finding people are commenting how thin this thing is and how neat it is on there. We've also got the option of a lockable enclosure on the back that you can put one of the Pico boxes and lock them away so it's completely secure. So last thing to show you, we also have a separate meeting room within the showroom. So if I come across here now, what I can do is I've booked this room, so I can use the room booking panel. So I can claim this room if I wanted to. Once I've claimed it, I can walk in the room and I can show you what we've got in here. So in the showroom, in the room we have here, I generally use it for meetings myself. We have a touch panel on the wall there, and I can use it for whatever I want to use it for. What I normally used it for is doing a video call to the main showroom. So when people come in here, I can then show them exactly what a Teams call or a Zoom call is like. So for example, if I start a call now, this will join a call through in the main showroom. I'll mute my mic at the moment so I don't have to squealing back and forward. But as you see, James is in the main showroom at the moment, and I can have a video call with him. So I can say, hello, James, how's it going? One thing within Teams that you can do is you can actually start a whiteboard session within there. It's built into Teams, so I can start a whiteboard session with anybody on the call. And what they can do is, this is creating it in the cloud. So up in the cloud, this has been created now and has been sent to all the screens. So it's here at the moment. James will see it in a few seconds. And what I can do within here is I could be, well, he's already done it. He's writing to me and I can write back to him as well. We can put documents in there and we can draw on the documents, but everybody on the call will write in there. So it's using Teams technology on our panel. So that's basically this. This is the showroom for you, and hopefully we can see you soon along here. If you want to get more information about Clevertouch, if you go to clevertouch.com. If you want to arrange a demonstration, go to info or email us at info@clevertouch.com. Thanks very much.